folks. Jennifer Elizabeth Strawn here. Yes, Jennifer E. Strawn, DBA LDAMS, LDAMS, the acronym for my firm, Legal Document Assistance and Multi Services. And folks, today is February 3rd, 2025. Already the second month of 2025, February, and already the third day of the month of February 2025, Monday, February 3rd, 2025. And this morning, what I'm doing on this particular video podcast is LDAMS January 2025 newsletter, blog, podcast, article, uh, newsletter, blog, article in podcast form. So I'm just gonna recap or mention some of the things I, Jennifer E. Strawn, DBA Legal Document Assistance and Multi Services, did during the month of January 2025, as I've done in the past. And this time is it's a different time. We are in 2025, and same place. I'm in my office, but however, this is a totally different. What I did in some of what I did in um, January 2025 was not as usual because I am always evolving. A developing firm, already an established firm, but I'm always evolving and developing myself and my skills and my property, my intellectual property, because I am an intellectual property business owner. And so I'm always improving myself, my skills, my qualities within my own quantity, my sole proprietorship. And so I'll just recap, mention some of the things that I, Jennifer E. Strawn, DBA LDAMS, did during the month of January 2025. So for starters, on January 1st, 2025, what I did was what I usually do is to attend an event to ring in the new year. That is an occasion that they usually deem it something to ringing the new year with people many of who I was at the event and I hadn't seen or met, and I still didn't meet and shake hands or anything. So I really don't know many of the people who attended the event. Um, on which I was there. I was in attendance at a particular event at New Year's Day, but I did see a number of people who I'm familiar, who I've seen before, who I think were on friendly terms. But if I'm mistaken, please let me know. I know on certain terms, and I will let you know too if I figured out that much. I think I'm open and honest, and I've always let it be known where I stand or sit in my office and what I see happening and what I am quite aware of because we're in America. And this morning, as I woke up, I was like, whatever happened to America Online? And then I remembered, did it ever dawn on anybody else that America is still online? And more so than America is still online. Now, the entire world is online and has been online. And I mentioned a few podcasts ago about now births or birthing is happening online. So from the womb to the tomb, everything is online. All humans they're supposed to be human, but why is it so beastly? Because everything from the womb to the tomb and in between is online. I was born in 1960s. Call me old. Did they call me old yet? Did they call the old yet and say the old is small number? Well, who doesn't know? One is a is the small is a smallest number, and then two is more than one, and three is more than two or one. But excuse me, I don't want to digress. Just go off on a tangent this morning. This is about this podcast, this video content here now is about my LDAMS. Is what I'm doing in this podcast, particularly, is recapping or mentioning uh, January 2025 at Legal Document Assistance and Multi Services. So I started with at an event, New Year's Day. I did also post a couple, maybe one or two pictures, photo of myself, and from the event. I didn't stay long. I just popped in and maybe stayed maybe an hour or so. I don't remember exactly what time, but I know I did attend an event, and just to be myself, my old self. And I didn't look too shabby, by the way. I wasn't too shabby, as not really, not really. And then aside from and after New Year's Day, we got New Year's Day came and went. Then January proceeded. And so I've been in meetings, I've been attending meetings and going to meetings and group meetings and one-on-ones. And of course, I've been at the gym religiously, because I think at this time, the gym is very important to me as much as my godliness. And I really serious about gym. I haven't been um not serious or joking about gym. My membership I pay for each month. I do utilize my use my membership. I don't just use my membership. I use the membership I pay for. I pay for the membership I use. There's a difference between just using people and stealing and robbing and thieving money, and using people's things and as trying to use my intellectual property or my or words out of my mouth and trying to use me without paying for my services. It's a difference. Paying for gym services. I go to the gym, I use the machine, and I do pay for the services. Wherever I go, I usually pay. I do pay. If somebody gives me a free ticket, I willingly and gladly accept. But other than that, Jennifer Elizabeth Strawn, certainly, aside from all that, from any of that, Jennifer Elizabeth Strawn is a woman who usually pays for services. And I do reap my rewards, and I will need my rewards and my points, because they do add up. It adds up. Points and rewards do add up. I know this much. Jennifer Elizabeth Short is wise enough. Not enough. Learning is daily. I always find out something new, and this is why I'm always developing and evolving. But with my already knowledge I have already, I'm quite wise. So moving on, January was moving on to. And so this is just, again, I'm mentioning what I've done. So New Year's Day event, then I've been doing meetings and group meetings and one-on-ones, and I'm trying to get new customers. Just a moment. And then I did not get, not just get. It's not a get thing here. This is about doing business. So whenever I do meet with new customers, it's about trying to provide services or sell from my store goods and services, my good services. And so New Year's Day event in January 2025, meeting groups and meeting one-on-one with people I've never met before. Um, Also getting to know people. And then I've got my gym, of course, gym therapy and exercise. I'm very involved in 3 days per week religiously. Uh, um, and then I'm doing my exercise. I'm keeping my slim toned figure, as I like and admire myself, and I feel best when I don't have too much weight around my waist or in my belly, or even where can I sit? Where do I sit? A lot of people feel, but that's on them. I myself. So um, the world is round or flat? you know, just a little rhetorical question I'm asking myself. Is the world? I look around. Is the world round or flat? Flat, you know. And then, excuse me. And so moving on, Um, I'm doing so much. I can't, if I really can't mention it all in this brief podcast. Um, but rather than type or what go back, revert to typing, maybe sometimes I will put out, typewritten. But for now, this is my podcast. And then, and as a reminder here, I will mention I did put out a few. Not put out, but I did some email marketing about Instagram and social media marketing about me being an OATH representative, and so if anyone in the general public, any one of you all, you guys, any one of you guys, not me, but you guys call LDAMS, I will be able to help you at your OATH um, hearings, Office of Administrative Trials and Hearings, regarding your summons you would have received or you would receive. Um, yeah, Jennifer E is a representative, and still could help you at your OATH hearings and at your housing hearings downtown at Livingston Street. Um, so reach out to me. I am Jennifer E. DBA Legal Document Assistance and Multi-Services. And once again, LDAMS always need more customers, clients, contracts, freelance opportunities, more um, being a sole proprietor. Jennifer E. DBA Legal Document Assistance and Multi-Services always need more clients, customers, contracts, and freelance opportunities, good opportunities, excellent greatness, um, always leveling up, opportunities, not a downgrade, but upgrades in opportunities. And so this is why I've always done my marketing and my advertising and my monthly newsletters, articles, blogs, and now this is it's Adam's newsletter, article, blog is now in podcast form. So, uh, again, I must be brief in this podcast, but there you all have it. And this right here is Jennifer E. DBA LDAMS January 2025 newsletter, article, blog in podcast form. Feel free. You may be free to reach out to me at 347-693-4437 or jenniferestrawn.ldams at workmail.com. But please be informed, I do charge for my services. Some consultations might be free, but however, I do charge for services. And click the link in my bio and see what sort of good services. Jennifer Elizabeth Strawn, Jennifer E. Strawn, DBA Legal Document Assistance and Multi-Services, LDAMS, to provide. I do charge for my services, costs, fees, and prices commensurate with and at current market rates.